walking up to Ben Stokes and saying, "You're not going back out there." Good luck with that.
Has he forgotten?
I think he just wants some spray for his hands. They use this spray that when their hands get sweaty.
8 minutes past 6 on a Monday morning in New Zealand. Time and sport in our country, because this is the underdog factor here. This is so important for so many reasons, and it's going to be bowls again.
What about with the bat? Well, we got some time, Smithy. What about with the bat for New Zealand? Who are you going when they go out?
Oh, look, I really don't. I think it depends on how many they got to get. I could throw Colin in again, Colin de Grandhomme, because he's a big hitter, hits a big ball.
Guptill?
I think, well, big call.
And the Iceman Williamson.
Yeah, the Iceman. Don't send someone out to do a job you're not prepared to do yourself.
The other thing is that the fielding restrictions will be the same as it was the final power of the innings. 5 outside.
Thanks, Bish.
Next man for England, Morgan. Probably go Morgan.
Yeah, I think he will. I think he's prepared to back himself. He'll say to himself, I'm the leader here, I'm not going to back away. Although he's got some serious thinking about it in terms of his field placing, etc. Now then, the reviews go back to the teams. The reviews go back. 1 review per team still back. That could be vital. Here we go. First ball, super over. World Cup final. Believe it. England are none for none. 4 inside the circle on the offside. Trent Boult to Stokes. Outside edge, running up the hill. They can push for 3 because Butler's very quick. Stokes is out on his feet, but he'll make it. 3 off the first.
Already thinking ahead to who bowls England over, but that's for another 5 deliveries from now.
Well, England will be thinking that, and this is why they didn't want to send Stokes out there. How physically active he's been in the last 100 overs. He is blowing. 5 more balls, Ben. 5 more balls.
That's 9 perfect result for me for England. To get Butler on strike now with all his innovations. It's such a hard field to set now for Williamson, because he knows he can hit it round the clock. Anytime he likes, he can hit it round the clock. He's got all of those bases covered.
As far as England are concerned, it's either they go with experience, Wopes, or they go with youth, the young lad Archer. 5 overs, 1 for 22 he bowled at the death. That's the debate, whether you throw it to the young lad on such a big occasion, or you back your senior bowler.
Are we looking at the ramp shot here? Are we looking at a scoop shot? Is Butler prepared to take it on? You wouldn't bet against it, he'll do anything. Just a single, just a single. Good delivery from Bolton. Butler's down the other end. They look cool, but they're not. I'm not sure anyone at the moment has got a steady heart.
I think New Zealand are hurting more. I think those 2 sixes, I think just before those 2 sixes, they were thinking about they'd won the World Cup.
Here's Boult. Gap, is it? Yes, it is. He's done it again, Stokes. They've got 8 off 3.
This is an incredible innings, it really is. Same shot he played when he hit Boult for 6. His placement has been brilliant in this innings. That's not far off being a good Yorker. He's got the sweep out again.
Archer is warming up down below the players' balcony as well, bowling.
Just the one. It's 9 off 4. 9 off 4. And down under the balcony, the very rare sight in front of the members of the rookie warming up. We We now know who's going to have to handle it.
Club game, isn't it? Just having a little bowl before they go out, and he's doing it at the home of cricket.
Club game with about 6 million on the line.
Isn't this where a batter should have a hitting net outside, so if he has to come in for one ball, he's got a sweat on, isn't it? When do we get that?
Haven't you had enough?
Oh, give me more. Come on, bring it on, Smithy. Come on. Tons more.
Right, another field change. It's taken an eternity to get this thing done. Ferguson comes up inside the circle. Neesham goes back. It's Butler on strike. It's a perfect Yorker. They've got to push for two. He lost it in the sun. Nichols lost it in the sun. They'll get two. Couldn't pick it up. Not a bad result from New Zealand. They get away without a boundary here. It's on.
Just didn't see it at all. He's looking straight into the setting sun. See him in the distance. Can't see it. There it is.
Said it so often. This is a massive delivery in this World Cup. Bolt, last ball, Butler. He gets it in a gap. He gets a boundary. 15 off the super over. 15 off Bolt. And New Zealand's target in 6 deliveries is 16 to be the world champion.
And it was the two men that hurt him in normal time. The two men they built their partnership.
Also, you put yourself now in Morgan's shoes all of a sudden. We've been talking about Williamson for the last 4 hours, it seems. Morgan has field placings. Where do you put your best fielders?
Morgan just been informed of all the regulations. He'd have been told about the fielding regulations. He'd have been told about the exact point that Ian Smith has made, about what happens if the scores are level. Everything is absolutely clear. He's got his bowler stood right there next to him to make sure there's no miscommunication. And then it will be up to him and his bowler to work it out. Straight to his bowler. What are we going to do? Are you going to do what you did in normal play and bowl it into the surface, or are you going to go full?
Sure if they're wags or girlfriends or fans or whatever, but we all feel the same way here at Lords at the moment. 16 to win from 6 deliveries. What New Zealand have to do here is get a boundary in the first 2 deliveries. A boundary in the first 2, and that puts it so much back on that young mind.
I just want to see how he constructs the over, because I think one of the options at the forefront of my mind is to go Yorker initially and then look to pull the length back, go to your safety ball, your safety valve.
You've also got to factor in, it's just a kid. What about wides? What about bounces that go too high? He has to be so accurate.
But he hasn't bowled like a kid in the tournament. That's why they've backed him. They backed him before the tournament, and they'll back him now. They could have gone Wopes with all his experience. They just fancy on this surface, Archer is their man.
Nice touch a moment ago where one of Archer's colleagues, Ben Stokes, shook his hand. Good luck to you, brother. You've only just arrived on the scene, but we're all in this together with you.
Vince is on the field, and that is for Mark Wood. Even the members are on their feet. They appreciate the tenseness of the situation. And New Zealand will take their time here. We've been here 7.5 weeks. Another few minutes won't matter. Alan Lamb poised at the back. He was a man for the occasion.
If I remember rightly, he hit 16 in an over to win a game against Australia. Bruce Reid, a long, long time ago, when it was unheard of to get 16 in an over. Nowadays, it's done. Jofra Archer will hope it's not done today.
Now then, who are the Black Caps coming down? It's Martin Guptill and Jimmy Neesham. Right hand, left hand combination. Martin Guptill, who has really battled to be the real Martin Guptill, now has an opportunity to get the headlines, as does Jimmy Neesham. The polite applause from the members here at Lord's, that's always a given. Let's do it. A little bit of bonding, let's do it. Brendan McCullum at the back of the commentary box, he wants to put the pads on, he's keen. He'd have been out there.
The most runs Jofra Archer has gone for in a single over in this entire World Cup is
16.
15.
So far. Here we go, folks. Here we go. This is just the most amazing scene here. It's the biggest prize in cricket on the line. And if you paid £2,000 a ticket, I think you underpaid. Stokes goes out to the boundary where he is saluted for a very, very good reason. It is Neesham on strike. Is this the end? Is this the end for Archer to bowl from?
It's not the end he bowled all day, so they've taken him up the other end. I have no idea why, maybe because of the short boundary, but there's a left-hand, right-hand combination, so at some stage he was going to be bowling to the short boundary.
What does he do, Bish? Does he take the pace off the ball? Does he make it hard to hit? You've got to hit all your own momentum. How does he do this?
What does he trust? Again, I could be wrong, but I'd go Yorker first to start with, to make sure that I try to start my over in the best possible way.
He can't afford a wide. He can't afford an extra delivery. He's going to go round the wicket. 4 men inside the circle on the offside. Here we go. Archer. A wide. It is a wide. It's a freebie for New Zealand. It's pressure on a young man.
Yeah, Morgan's got to play his role here. Jofra Archer, that was a wide. Morgan's just got to keep in control. Quiet word every now and then from the skipper.
Well, he's going to go to field at mid-off. I think that's a good move. He's just swapped with Joe Root. He was in the covers. He's got to go to mid-off because he's got to help him out through this. That's surely a wide. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Depends on who you ask, really.
I'm not asking.
That's
on
the tram line.
Read the book. Here we go. Ball number 1 again. Perfect Yorker. They've got to get 2. Guptill will get back. He's quick enough. 3 off 1, New Zealand. 3 off 1.
Well, the move to put Jimmy Neesham in and face the first ball. If it pays off, it's a masterstroke. If it doesn't, people will be saying, why Jimmy Neesham? Martin Guptill at the moment is just running the other end.
I wouldn't discount the fact that Colin de Grandhomme's got the pads on, because if you want someone to hit a 6 off the last ball, he's probably your best bet. Probably your best bet. Here's Archer again. He's got it! It's huge! It's gone! It's out of the park! Boom! 7 from 4 now!
Now it's looking like a masterstroke. Deep in his crease, brilliant batting, way back in his crease. Gave him the leverage to go leg side. That didn't creep over like Stokes. That has gone a long way.
You feel for Archer, you feel for him. He might still get England out of this, but it's so on a young man. It's a big call over experience.
I think that's why he tried to go full and wide to Neesham. Neesham dominates that leg side.
They haven't changed a thing. They haven't changed a thing in terms of the field. Here's Archer again. Neesham gets him again. Will they go for 2? Guptill says yes, a misfield. More pressure. More pressure. 5 from 3 all of a sudden. It's getting to everybody. Jason Roy I think it is in the deep with the misfield.
And they need all 5. Just to reiterate, scores are level on this one, England win. They need every one of these 5. They are 1 hit away from winning the World Cup.
They are 1 hit away from winning the World Cup. Can you believe this? No. 5 from 3, Jimmy Neesham. That steely look. Archer has to come up with something special. Can't bowl an extra. He cannot bowl an extra. Neesham on strike. He's hit another gap. Guptill will come back. Don't worry about that. They've gone to the wrong end. Guptill was always going to make it. Now we're down to 3 from 2.
Buttler screaming, my end. He's screaming, get it to my end. You're not going to round Guptill out.
Now, it's a 4 will win the World Cup for New Zealand. A 4 will win it. Just a boundary. Another consultation. He hasn't tried a short ball. He hasn't tried a slower ball. He's looked for the Yorker. He's looked for the hole.
He's gone to a different plan that he did in the 50-over game that just went before. He needs to go into the pitch. He needs a dot ball from somewhere now. Find a dot ball.
And Damasina has just gone down. New Zealand say, what do we need? He's saying if you don't surpass the 15, then you will not win the World Cup. England will win the World Cup. You have to get 3 runs. 2 is not good enough. 2 balls to go. Archer to Neesham. It's going to be on Martin Guptill. It's going to be on Martin Guptill. 2 from 1. 2 from 1.
And he went back to bowling it into the surface. He bowled it short.
I wonder if Jofra Archer's going to try for the run out there.
He said to Martin Guptill he'll be batting at 7:45 at Lords and you need 2 to win. He'll probably think he's 220 not out, not facing his first delivery in a super over.
Now Bish, get back in here. Don't you walk away, son. What does he bowl? Right-hander on strike.
Going Yorker.
Going Yorker?
Yeah. Nasser?
Butler's been down. He's had a word.
Slower ball into the pitch. I'm looking at the field as it's going to come to who can stop the 2. 1 England win, anything more New Zealand win.
I can tell you right here and now, in about 30 seconds time, there's going to be agony and ecstasy of the highest order in sport.
I just hope, Smithy, it's done by a bit of brilliance, not a mistake out there in the field.
Let's look at the field, guys. Look at the field. Long on, long off, and not right back on the boundary. A lot of those boundary riders are looking to stop the 2. They're hedging their bets, which they have to.
Well, Martin Guptill, eh? Has it turned? In 1 ball, could it turn? He's going to bowl short.
Yeah,
he's going to bowl short.
The field says short.
And Guptill's going to wait for it. And is he going to take the pace of it? Here it is, folks. This is the moment. It's Archer to Guptill. 2 to win. Guptill's going to push for 2. They've got to go. It's got throw. It's got to go to the keeper's end.